like very late. But then again, I kind of had to do something, so it's all good. It is Sunday, so I get to hang out. Andy's in the house. Hello. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend, whatever you've been up to. Okay, I hope stuff is gonna figure itself out here in a little bit, but I'm gonna do this. That's what I'm gonna do. You get to see my hands. And someone is backing into frame. Not 100% finished. There is still some tangly mess hanging out from different pieces of this monstrosity of a Godzilla. But there's a few details that I'm considering adding or not adding. Therefore, yeah, I'm just gonna... Yes, that is my name. Yeah, stuff that I need to do. What is it, Andy? Is my audio not working? I think my audio is working. It looks like my audio is working. I think. It looks like it. But maybe I'm not right. Getting better. Okay, so there was something. Maybe I just need to talk louder. Because I'm using the microphone up in you. In the camera. But we get Godzilla's tail. Okay, so detailing is probably needed in some ways. Hello, Suzanne. Are you guys excited? I am excited. I actually have timed this. I have this handy dandy little app. And it's telling me that I have been working on this one for 45 hours, 54 minutes, and 47 seconds. And Marcus is in the house. Are you excited, Marcus? It's finished. It's finished. Yeah. There's a few things that is still gonna be a secret because we're not doing face reveal. I have taped up its face because it's a secret. I might take pictures for my members, but for now, it's a secret until delivered. I will be taking pictures and I'll be recording and all of that stuff, but no one has seen what it looks like. So it's not gonna be, it's not, yep. You can see a little bit. Hello, Quano. How are you doing today? It's so big though. Like, look at these chunky legs. It's like my hand. It's like chicken legs, like chicken thighs. And it's all icy. But yeah, isn't he the coolest thing though? And it's finished. That's the coolest part of it all. It should have been finished ages ago. But now it is finished. Just some minor sewing, some ends and whatnot. But so this is why I got late. I was like, I need to finish sewing these things. I need to finish sewing him before doing the live because it just didn't, like, I can't sew this in a decent way without, yeah, I've been trying to figure out all the angles sewing on the inside of the legs and arms. There's no way I could do that on camera. Hello, Jacob. How are you doing? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So yeah, this has taken me, what did I say, 45 hours? 45 hours, 54 minutes, and 47 seconds. I think that's a very fun number, actually. Let's, if I just do like this instead, I want to say it's easier for you guys to actually see the numbers. That is fun numbers. If that would have been a 5 at the end, it would have been hilarious, to be honest. Yeah. There's some minor detailing still to be done. And I did have a bird whisper in my ear that this might get special delivered. I just need to make sure to meet up with the delivery guy sooner rather than later. That is what it's all about. Otherwise, it needs to go in packaging and be shipped out of the country, actually. This one's not staying in Sweden, even though made in Sweden, flying to a Swede, but not, I don't know. Train of thought lost, whatever. It's going out of Sweden. That's what we're going for. Hello, ABD. How are you doing? Also, as always, if you don't see the people I'm talking to in the chat, they are in the other chat. I have a horizontal and a vertical live stream going at the same time. Looks so good. Well, I hope that you're gonna enjoy it. And actually, can we mess around with the lights a little bit? I don't know if you can actually see, but I added the sparkles in the whole of the spine. There's sparkles in here. Yeah, I think you can see the sparkles a little bit. Because it's icy and it's sparkly. You know, frosty ice is supposed to sparkle. So I added the sparkles throughout the whole back. Because I thought that was a neat detail. Also, I didn't want to sew it. Yarny Cat, hello, thank you very much. Yeah, so this big monster is finally finished. Hello, Tracy, how are you doing? Yeah, the tape wasn't too good on that one. I don't know how to... He's just chunky. I'm being all over the place. I have no idea what I'm going to work on today. Like, I just wanted to finish this one. I hadn't thought about anything else to do today. So I want to hang out for, like, I don't know, all night. But what I'm going to be working on, I have no clue. Because I didn't think about that. I was like, let's finish this. Let's finish this. And, well, maybe I should just... Should I sew the extra stuff that I wanted to sew? I don't know. Maybe, possibly... Where did I put the needle? I lost the needle. Needle somewhere. No, there. There it is. Andy's doing her nails. I should also. Like, I shortened them. They're all short. There's nothing. I haven't painted them. I did have a idea yesterday that I was maybe possibly gonna do it. And I didn't because I was too tired. So that didn't happen. Okay, let's go for this needle. So there's a few things that I'm not sure about. Like, maybe you guys can help me with that suggestion. So he's standing nice and tall and proud, right? You just have to, like, push the tail a little bit back or, like, the feet a little bit forward for him to stand good, right? But does he need to have his feet a little bit more together to be able to stand more stable? That's what I was... Because he's very, very widespread. So I was, like, thinking, should I try and pull it together? Or do we like him spreading his legs? Oh my god. We have barely started, and here we're talking about spreading legs. Hello, Katie. Welcome home. Welcome home to hang out with this silly girl over here. So yeah, that's one part of what I was thinking about, and then just some minor detailing. I just don't know exactly if there's any need to change things. Yes, wow. I'm starting early. No, I'm starting late. It's 11 p.m. and I have overdone it this weekend. My body is broken. So, yeah, I did too much this weekend. And therefore, my nails didn't get done. You caught some fish? Ooh. Where were you out fishing? You got too much sun today? I've heard that we're finally gonna get some warmer weather here soon. We haven't been, well, talking Celsius, we haven't been over 30 yet. And they're saying that we're finally gonna get that. Northern Atlantic cod. Well, that's yummy. I would definitely want to put that in my freezer. Quano, you know I would. You didn't need to do the jokes. I can do them all by myself. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're good. Today you're good. I'm not. All good. Everything's just weird. Quano, what have you been making for dinner today? I need cooking inspiration. I decided that I need to ask you about cooking stuff every time I see you. So what did you eat today? I need inspiration. Um, I had kind of a stroganoff, but we make him on sausage here. We have a very Swedish sausage called falukorv. Marcus, are you jealous that I had korv stroganoff? Suzanne wants me to fix his leg. Yes, we need to do something. Hello, Hawaiian. Hello, hello. Hello, Rikke. You know, I have been thinking about you. I might have, in the future, for reasons we are not talking about, but there might be a chance that I will be in your area of the country, and I might want to come and visit. Would you be liking that, perhaps? Positively, yes. Sounds good. We can talk about that at another time, but yeah, there will be possibilities. Like when I'm already down there, I might detour, you know? If that makes sense. Shrimp mac and cheese at Yarny Cats today. I did say sausage stroganoff. Yummy, yummy. Lasagna and accidentally enough for a week. Yeah, accidentally. Hate when it happens. Because why not, right? Yeah, exactly. Indeed. That's exactly why. Well, as long as you've got coffee, I'm happy. So here we go. I don't like that one. Let's move out of the way. Freshly grinded beans? Oh, you fancy. You are definitely going fancy. The Americanized version, well, I'm guessing that's beef, and beef is the original, I want to say. Uh, that we do it on sausage. In Sweden, we have a kind of a different type of sausage. It's, as far as I know, it's a very Swedish type of sausage, because there's nowhere outside of Sweden where you can really get it. No, I'm gonna leave that one. Oh, sorry, you guys. And now we were talking about leg spreading. This man spreading Godzilla. Isn't that what it is? Yeah, cooking for like 500 people at work and cooking for one person, definitely a bit different. Totally get that. So, I don't want to push the legs backwards. I want them to just go for like more closed because the tail is still needs to do its thing. Let's we have the legs and we have the tail and we don't want to push it closer because that's going to be messing around with the balance as well. Hello, sunflower. Godzilla. It's Godzilla. It's the famous monster, or kind of famous monster. I don't know enough. This was just something that was it was ordered. And then I made it and it's been long overdue. Cuz you guys, I was supposed to make this one. Or supposed to. Like I got the supplies to do it before I moved. And then I moved and I just kind of, I don't know, stuff happened. So this should have already been gone out my door months ago. Like, I think I got the supplies for this about a year ago. So this one is a year in the making, kind of, which is terrible. Is that what people should expect ordering things from me? Yeah, you can get it in a year. Maybe not the best impression. Then again, due to circumstances and whatnot, like, there has been some stuff going on, and that has kind of taken focus off of things. Which I really appreciate being given some extra time to finish this. But it will be, well, it's well made. That is one thing. No one can ever say anything about. But me breaking my fingers sewing, and I love sewing so much. Not. It is what it is. Oh, everything is way better now. I have sorted stuff out. My life is kind of back on track. There's a few things that, there's always room for improvement. But definitely, now I have a place of my own. And life is just kind of working out. But it was really stressful for a time, trying to find a place to live, figuring out life on my own, if that makes sense. I didn't see it coming, and then everything just had to happen. But you guys have really, really been helpful along the way. I would definitely have gone insane without everyone here because I have a very limited social life. My social life is you guys. This is the most social I am. And it's really, really, really been helpful to be able to just hang out, think about other things, talk about the stuff I love. Yarn with my yarny friends. That is what I've definitely been in need of. Oh, and I can't tell you how many added strands of my hair might be in here as a bonus. Because that also happens, right? Yeah, curveballs is just a thing for everyone, right? So, here we go. Crafting helps you. Yeah, crafting is definitely helpful for a lot of people for different reasons. You've been playing Batman Arkham Origins on the PS3, and now you're thinking about making the extreme environment Batsuit in 1/6 scale. How big would that be? I have no idea how much 1/6 scale would be, because I don't know how big that is, but that doesn't sound like a very small thing. Isn't it the higher the number after the smaller? So 1/6 should be quite large. You're not a crafter if you don't get some hair in it. Maybe that is also true. Hello, David. How are you doing? Okay, so one leg is tightened in. Like, the only thing to make it stand, really, or, to not fall over, is just kind of push it back on its tail, and it's all good, right? Hello, Tam. Jessica, everyone's popping in. How is everyone today? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm just happy that I managed to finally finish this monstrosity. And also, if you don't see the people I'm talking to or talking about or mentioning, they might be in the other live stream chat, because there's a horizontal and vertical live stream. So you can choose your own preferred angle of watching things. 1/6 is about 12 inches tall. That sounds big. You've been thinking about Minecraft crochet items. A creeper blanket. That sounds cute. It feels like the Pokemons is a big thing at the moment. I'm not, the creepers and the Minecraft stuff. I don't know if they're as big. It just feels like everyone's talking about Pokemons, or Andy talks about scary stuff. You're weaving in a fair share of swear words in the sweater you're knitting for your dad. Well, I'd assume that it hasn't anything to do with how much you like or dislike your dad, since you're clearly knitting him a sweater. It's more of other reasons for your bad language. Exactly, your spooky stuff. You're gonna invade in a minute. Oh! The invasion is gonna happen. The Pokemon Fossil Museum is touring the US. What pattern am I using? Let me find it in a bit. I know that these are Ravelry patterns. I know I was using two patterns, and I've been mixing them together. But I'm not sure. I can't really remember what I took from what pattern. And it's made in a bigger yarn, so it is a lot bigger. Like, the original one is a lot bigger than what mine's turning out to be. Hello, Charlotte. Thank you. Oh, you have a drops pattern with a lot of cables. Well, I can just by the fact that you said drops pattern tells me that it is terrible, because they just can't they just can't do patterns in a good way. They just don't know how to. All of their patterns are terrible. I don't know why that is. Like, their standards for pattern making is just ridiculous. There's a little bit of a bend in the, like, it has an elbow, but I kind of want it to bend a little bit more. I don't know. It kind of looks good, but I was like, you can wave. You love your dad to the end of the universe and back. Donald Duck's temper. That's funny. Oh yeah, it's turning out really good. I just wish it would be. It should have been done way sooner. I should stitch the elbow tighter. I know. I think it has to do with me maybe like just stuffing it a little bit too hard. It they are a little bit very like a little bit. They're very very nicely stuffed. All of these pieces are really nicely stuffed. And for extra weight in the legs or in the feet, there is pellets, like plastic pellets for extra weight so that it doesn't fall over. There's some pellets in the tail as well, just for a little bit of extra weight. But it's really, really big. I can do this to my... Oh, they are stiff. Yes, exactly. That's why they don't want to bend as much because they're a bit stiff. Let's just, for reference, I can, you see him here, but let's do this and put him in front of my face. See, he's taller than my face. Where's the tail is down there. It's tall. He is tall, big boy. So that's yeah, I'm gonna deal with the ends later. What are we crocheting today, you guys? What do you want to see me work on today? Should I start something new? Should I get something else out? I don't know. Like, the thing is today, I have been working on whips to the point where I'm like starting to get, well, there's probably more things I could do, but I'm just like, I've been completing things, so I don't really know where to go from here. I could start something new. A frog. I could do a frog. Arnold Schwarzenegger stepped to the side. Yeah, he is really nicely stuffed. There's no one that's gonna be getting. Yeah, this is a winning buff type of angry monster. Jessica loves frogs. Yes, Jessica, I have you here. Ah, there's ducks falling. Jessica the frog. I know Jessica loves frogs. That's why we named the frog Jessica. So I have a frog. Not that I can't do more frogs. How many ducks have I done? I don't even know how many ducks I've done. I know there's a few ducks that has moved. These are the ducks I still have here on my desk. Let's do this. Are they still in a row? That's debatable. Very much debatable. So I still have that duck. And then I have these ducks. Minimi has claimed two huge ones and a small one. But these are the most recent ones, so you may or may not have seen these. Because these are the most the most recent ones. And as you can, well, I guess they can be in a row like this, maybe, because they do kind of fit in the camera for the vertical stream like that. They are way too cute. So, I don't know what to do. I need inspiration. I'm not feeling working on like the huge blanket. Where's the huge blanket? But the blanket I've been working on. The trio blanket. I could work on it, it just feels boring. And the dentist hexagon, I need to measure some stuff on that, so I can't really work on it. I need to test it to see if Minimi can have it, so I need to, check for size. So that one's not an option. Oh, Oh, but wait. So, okay, I have a 2 3-year-olds. Yes, I will be attending 2 birthday parties for 2 children turning 3, a boy and a girl. The last birthday party I went to, we made a jellyfish together. I could make jellyfishes for those two, so I have birthday presents finished. Or should I make ducks? I don't know. You have a flower power blanket and some bath mitts you're working on. And you finished 2 shawls, 2 cardigans, and the dang mosaic. You finished it? Yay. But you forgot 2 projects? But that's good though. Ducky wooks? Yes, I have my ducks in a row at the moment. Just for the record, you're not thinking of throwing bread at the screen in a mental attempt to feed the ducks. Oh, that's cute though. Hello, Athel. How are you doing? Good to see you. Oh wow, there's so many people here. I am a DBG duck in hell. So I have 2 live streams going, one vertical and one horizontal. So if there's people you don't see in the chat, they might be on the other version, just so you know. Because yeah, there's the two different views. In the vertical, you see more of a up close and personal, and in the horizontal, you see everything on my desk and my face. What do I use to stuff my plushies? I use stuffing. I buy big bags from Amazon. I actually have an empty one of these. It is 1,000 grams, 35 ounces, 2.2 pounds. Just polyester fluff from, it says powerful, I guess. That's what I use. So I get these big drawstring, just big bags. That's my stuffing, because that's the most affordable and actually easy to get also, because it's Amazon. It takes a little bit to get it sometimes though, but it's easy. I could make some ducks with colors on the bottom for a match game. Oh, you mean so that, you know, put them down and then you pick it up and you see the colors? I've seen games with like turtles like that. You were talking about me on the stream? What were you saying? Water balloons? Oh no, I don't like water balloons. That will make me wet when I don't want to. Are the whips for you or for sale? I don't have anything currently that I'm working on. Aww. I don't have any currently that I'm working on that is... Yeah, I finished Godzilla now. But we need to do this. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's all Tam's fault. Yeah, no, I don't have any whips currently that is for anyone else that is ordered. So I don't have to, yeah, I don't have anything that I need to, like, that is time sensitive or anything other than possibly 2 birthday presents. Except a leek. I need to make a leek. Why am I making a leek? I have a leek. Or what type of leek are we talking about? I am quackers or I got quackers? Just for clarification, TBG. I have a leek. If we're talking about the, where is it? Now I'm throwing stuff on the floor. Is that the leak that came out of my naughty vegetable garden that turned into something else while I was working on it? It's got a multi-purpose, very handy, you know. Godzilla's gonna eat the ducks. I don't think he is, though. You're gonna go and have dinner? Well, it's awesome that you had time to stop by. Enjoy your dinner. The beating leak. Exactly. How about making an axolotl or a dragon? So many people do the axie stuffs, which I hate trying to pronounce. I just feel like everyone does them, and I can't really find a pattern that looks good. Leeks are better than the cacti. You're just jealous. Oh, for that reason alone, I might have to make another pincushion. Not today, but at some point, because I now have 1,200. 1,200, not just 200 or something that I have in the other one. New pins or needles. I need to put them somewhere. So I have 1,200 new Sharpie pointy stuff that I need to stab into something. So that's going to be fun. And I figured maybe I need to make a few different ones because there's different colors. So they can be, you know, color matching, that something has this, that, and that color. You know. That could be fun. Should I make another cactus? I just felt so evil. So much fun, though. So much fun. A tank top? Yeah, I guess it's some type of polyfill. Boob tuss. Yes, we were talking about that before. Filling, stuffing, 100% polyester. Does it say anything? It says top quality, advanced high-tech fiber, strong and lasting bounds, suitable for allergy stuffers, hypoallergenic, and washable up to degrees. Yeah. You're gonna make a tank top for you? Oh, for your first one. I thought you were gonna do it for you, Jessica. That would be fun, though. Have you made one for yourself? Would you call this polyfill? Like, if we look at it, it just says powerful, and it is this, like, really just fluffy white stuff. Is this what you would call polyfill? I don't know. Because it's all in German. I think it's like a German brand. Crochet a tiger tank? Are we talking about an actual tank? You haven't made a wearable for yourself. About time, Jessica. The mention of the cactus and the evil giggle has resulted in me sitting here with my legs crossed. You're welcome, Quano. That's what used to be inside your teddy bear till he spun out of control in the washing machine and exploded. Yeah, they usually tend to do that. Pillows. Oh, and what is it? When you actually have the bird feathers, is it goose down or something? And pillows exploding in the washer. I hate that. I have done that once. I will never ever do that again. I learned from that mistake. It took months to get it out. Unleash a giant pickle. I'm not sure we need to do a pickle, though. Of course it's fun to do a pickle. A lot lot of people and a lot of thumbs up. I appreciate that, you guys. Really, a lot. It's awesome that you want to be here. Was the bear not sewed up properly after it was made? Maybe it was just washed a couple of too many times. What do you guys do when you feel like you're at a standstill of things? Like, I feel a bit meh today, to be honest. Like, Godzilla finished, yay. But now what? See, Godzilla can be cuddling with a duck. He can actually be cuddling. You sort yarn? I don't really have that much yarn to sort, though. Most of my yarn is fairly nicely sorted, I guess, maybe. Like, there's probably some stuff I could do. Never give a Labrador puppy a beanbag bed. That will explode. Oh, yeah, you shouldn't have kids in those either. Is that something you think I should crochet, Tam? Because I'm assuming that could be a character of some sort. Maybe? Oh, it used to be washed weekly. Skip the leeks because figs are where it's at. Not sure if I've seen anyone do figs. Oh, let's think out loud here. So I have a dress that I've been working on for Mini-Me. I don't know where it's at right now, but I could work on that. It's just plain boring double crochets, so it's just not fun to look at. The Godzilla King of the Crocheters. I am really happy about how he turned out, though, with like sparkly, icy spine. I did have some issues with the spine. That was kind of where I ended up at a standstill. Because it kind of, I don't know, it just frustrated me when I couldn't figure it out how to make it look good, so I did some reworking on that. So that was the biggest issue, I want to say. The spine. Just getting it to look good. But it turned out awesome, so I'm happy. So question. So what did I say? I just said, I mentioned jellyfishes, that we could do jellyfishes, possibly. But also whips, Mini-Me's dress, blanket. Quano's putting out an extra warning label today. For the record, dislocated your knee on Thursday and the morphine is now bringing out your wacky on an entire other level. I can only imagine, and I'm not sure I dare to be around you at the moment. That sounds like scary, Quano, could be in the building. I did sort all the eyes, though. Or, not all the eyes, but most of the eyes I sorted. Hexagon cardigan. I have two other cardigans that I've been working on. What do I have? I was thinking about the other day to possibly start another top for myself. Where's the yarn I was thinking about using for that? Normal Dan. So that's left over from the hooker versus hooker bag. That's a leftover yarn from that. Oh, right. That is something I kind of should do, but not today. A sunflower. What do I have in here? An umbrella in my go-to bag. I don't need an umbrella. It's not raining. I'm indoors. Plush yarns. That's the yarn for the sunflower. See, I guess I could sort some stuff because I keep them in the bags that they arrive in. So maybe, you know, for that reason. These are pretty colors together, right? I like them. So if I made something now, like a small thing, would that be more fun? Or should, wait, you guys, there's so many of you here. Scrap basket. We're scrap basketing. It's been so long. I've been so looking forward to hang out scrap basketing with you guys. We've just not had that many people for a while. And now we have a lot of people. We're scrap basketing. You want to learn how to make plushies? I don't know what I got here. I just felt that I was sticky because I touched something. So I think maybe I might have spilled some soda a long time ago and clearly didn't realize that it was on the underside of my desk as well. Whoopsie. Okay, I've got yarn all over the floor. I need to fetch. Make a bathtub so that the duckies can play in them. Change color. Jessica knows exactly how to do this. She already wants to change color and we haven't even started yet. And oh, I'm throwing things on the floor. It's fine. I didn't need it anyway. Oh, there's a duck. Go over with the other ducks. So for anyone new to this, since it has been a while, I'm assuming there's a few of you that have no idea what we're doing. But I will try to explain this. I am crocheting a basket. It is a scrap project with all my scrap yarns. And you guys pick the colors and I crochet. That's the simple version. It's a very simple thing. Jessica wants yellow. Okay, so what color are we cutting? Well, first of all, let's look at what colors we're using. And maybe untangle a little bit. We have those colors. So this is the big tray that we can choose from. Not all the colors are available to be used at the moment, only for the reason that we're working on the bottom side. And these more fancy sparkly yarns. I don't want to have them on the bottom. Ooh, Jessica! I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. So yeah, as I said, fancy yarns. I don't want them on the underside because, oh, TBG, who gets to play it again? Oh, you guys are awesome. Ah, so much fun. Okay, I'm losing my tracks over here. Stacy's here. You're here, but you're not. Got family things? Well, you have fun with family stuff. Okay. So, for best view of all of this, I would recommend being on the horizontal stream because you get a bigger picture. You get to see everything that's on my desk. Yeah, so the horizontal, you see everything. On the vertical, you get a bit of a more limited view. So, where am I putting all the fancy on? Over there at the moment. Okay, so we have these three colors that we're working with. We have this like minty, red, and orange. I've been asked to cut, and yellow should be added. I did see that we also have a request for purple, but the yellow one came in first. But I need to know what color we're cutting. And the most recently added one was the minty one. I've only done this much with the minty one. And the selection of yellow, I don't have that many yellow. Oh, there's another yellow. Okay, I have 3 different shades of yellow. I'm gonna make it easy. This is the colors, and as always, and this is every time we pick and choose colors, one always starts furthest on, well, it's left for me, but I don't know if it's left or right for you guys, but 1, 2, or 3. So what you want is to add the number in the chat of the yarn color you want me to pick. Cut red, cut red. Okay, we're cutting red. We're adding yellow. But what yellow? Red is gone. And this is how it works. You guys tell me what to cut or when to cut, and sometimes it's just my majority vote, sometimes it's, you know, whoever says something fastest. And we're just having fun. So this is just my community project. We're doing this one together. I am not working on this other than with you. Everyone here gets to pick. So 3 votes for 1, 1 vote for 2, and Quano's being silly. Because there's only 3 colors, not 4. Yes, another scrap one. Another scrap basket. 2, 2, 2, 1. I'm guessing Tam says 2. 42 is a weird number though. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 votes for number 2 and 3 votes for number 1. And I'll give you a few seconds more. And I'll take a zip. Another vote for number 2. I think that might have called it. Yep, let's go for that. Yeah, I know 42 is the meaning of life and universe and everything. I get that part. I just didn't have a color here being 42. Two and a half. You guys. So, what has everyone been doing this week? Do you have any fun plans? 69 feeding of life. Nice one, Sunflower. Nice one. Uh, kinda, kinda feel like I might have to agree on that. It does make sense. It makes a lot of sense. Just like there's a kind of a joke. There's 70 ways to satisfy a woman, 69 and a shopping trip. I would prefer yarn for that shopping trip. Just saying. Now I'm just being silly, but it's all good. We can laugh. You're gonna start summer concerts on Thursday? Are you excited? Let's untangle this knot over here. Never pay $69.69 for anything. I want to fire you. No, that's a fun one. uh Hello, Moonrose. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. If you can be sparkly yarn your game. What are you making? Wouldn't believe what you're making. Hello, Katya. Katya? Hello, hello. I have really missed out with this. Just a lot of people in the chat working on the scrap basket. It's been too long. It's been too long. I really appreciate all of you being here. And I'm just happy that we're here on a Sunday. Even though I was late just because I was so obsessed with working on Godzilla, I lost track of time and I was like, yeah, let's go live even though I'm late. But scrap basket. I even forgot that it existed, kind of. Maybe even. It's been too long since we did this. I'm a barrel of fun. Well, yeah, you never know what to to expect from me. We've already seen that a couple of times today. Joking about Godzilla spreading his legs. That was a good start of the stream, kind of setting the tone for everything else. Downhill from everywhere. 12mm hook, 150 chains, and you're decreasing both end into a triangle. That sounds like a shawl if you're making it a triangle, but what else could it be? When are you streaming Sunday? Yes? What? You know I go live at 10 o'clock my time on Sundays. I was just late. Only every other Sunday, and you didn't answer me. So you kind of had an hour out of the normal time I stream anyway. I just missed out on things. Just saying. See? It's all good. It's all fun and games. Rule 1 out of YouTube friendships. YouTube is big enough for everyone. And I try to be here every other Sunday, but I'm not that reliable, so I am not at all upset that Tam went live on my normal stream time, because I wasn't here for my normal stream time, right? You're gonna pull my leg? Yeah, you pull my leg. Good night, Ethel. Nice to see you. Hope you get some good sleep. For the record, you didn't make the joke. No, you didn't. You didn't. This is just regular single crochets. Nothing fancy at all. And I always only talk in US terms. I know that there's the UK terminology when it comes to crochet, and I don't even know. So always think US when you hang out with me. And that should make things easier. Just like I am talking centimeters and meters and kilometers and Celsius. Because that's how silly I am. No, I'm not silly. Take a guess of what 2 colors you're working with. Ooh, that's a tricky though. I could not guess, Moonrose, because I know you like maroon, but I'm not sure if that's like a favorite color of yours. So I don't know. Do you need to make a different stitch to make the basket go up? Well, I need to, I'm gonna do a type of an edge to make, actually, I can show you exactly what I'm gonna do. But it's a bit different. So it's gonna be very similar to what I have here, even though these are double crochets, but I'm gonna make this type of lip. So this is kind of a mini version. And what I do is something called back post stitches. So this is what we're working on now. We're making the base, the bottom, and that's what we have here. And then when I get to the point of making the edge, I'm gonna do back post stitches and then just continue up. And at the moment now, I'm also increasing on these kind of points. Yeah, this is for the ice cream, but the technique is the same. It's just a lot more stitches to make this big basket compared to this one. So this is just just the mini version with a different stitch. So it does look a bit different. Well, I may have been listening to your moaning, Tam, while working on the Godzilla. I know you were moaning. I was just busy stitching, and I actually hurt myself. I put the needle in my finger over there, so I've been bleeding for Godzilla. Even there's. So I know. You didn't just say ice cream. You have to order ice cream from the takeaway. No, I don't like magic rings, so I prefer not to. I like to chain 4, and then I slip stitch them together. I did bleed for Godzilla. I did. The sacrifice to the blood gods has been made. I have hopefully saved myself from a week's, I don't know, fury from the gods or something. I should be fine though. I can't even. This weekend has been so much. It's just been a lot. But I feel good. Like, I've cleaned pretty much the whole place. There's some stuff that still needs sorting. Minimi's craft supplies. I got some boxes and baskets for that. That's gonna take me a day or 3 to sort through her craft supplies and, get all of the pens in one box and the papers in one box and the stickers in one box and whatever. So I'm kind of dreading that. And I have some laundry to catch up on. But I've been really good on other things. So this place is actually starting to look really nice. My mom even came by the other day when she was picking up ducks that she ordered. That I got some cushions for my, couch cushions or like pillow, the fancy ones. Decorative pillows on my couch. I didn't have any, and my mom thought I needed some, so now I have some colorful ones. Why is chain 4 and slip stitch better? In my opinion, magic circles, you really, really need to make sure that you fasten them, sew them in properly, and make sure that they are secure. When you do chain 4 and slip stitch, you kind of have the knot already in there, because you do a knot to make the first, to make the whole chain, right? So there's a knot. There's already a little bit of safety in there. But, there's definitely, I guess, if you just secure them properly and sew it down, you can definitely use the magic circles. I'd rather be safe than sorry and do some extra with that. You see me do magic circles from time to time, like working with the plush yarns. It needs to happen that way. Or not magic circle. I chain, is it chain 2 and I'll work into the first chain. Just, different type of workarounds, but I do prefer to chain. Sometimes I even chain 6, depending on what I'm doing, because the chain 4 can sometimes be a little small. Do a craft supply organized stream, you'd be down. Jessica likes the magic circles. See, it's a preference. I've seen so many posts on internet of people being sad that their magic circles are unraveling. So just make sure to leave a long enough end and weave it in, weave it in, weave it in, and sew it securely. That's all I can, that's something that needs to be preached. If you don't know, if you didn't already know that, then, just to be on the safe side. And remember, working on the scrap basket here, you can at any time just tell me to cut and what color, and then we're picking a new color. The choice is yours. So far, the color combination that you guys picked is looking like this. We got the yellow and the orange and the minty. Well, magic circle, magic loop, I want to say that's pretty much the same. There's something called magic loop in knitting that is different though. And I want to say magic circle is what most crocheters would say. Magic ring is also a term, being the same thing. The same meaning, different words for the same thing. Is that you wanting to ask a question or what, Moonrose? If that's what you mean, just go ahead. Ask a question. You came back into the room and the first thing you heard was me saying chaining. What did Quano do? Quano is innocent. We're talking about chains in crochet. But Quano probably did something. Diving Ducks Crochet, first time tuning in. Denmark. Well, hello Denmark. I am in Sweden, and guess what? I've been working on ducks. So feel welcome here. Feel free to just hang out, and I have some of my ducks in a row. Do you have your ducks in a row? Maybe. But welcome. You're just a little bit, well, you're a little bit as in a few hours south of me, but yeah. And also, I get most of my yarn from Denmark. So there's another thing there. I might not be able to hear what you're saying when you speak Danish to me, but that's another story. Hope you're gonna like it here. We're having a lot of fun. You need me to say whips? I was sitting here playing with the leek earlier. Wasn't that enough? No, Quano didn't do anything. Not this time. Not that we know of. He made lasagna for a whole week. That's what he did. Yeah, Jessica, I think it's still sunflower. I am a Hobie fan, yes. But in Sweden, it's not that easy to get good yarn. And I'm not living in a big city. So, yeah, I ordered everything from Hobie. Pretty much. Like 9 times out of 10, my yarn is from there. One is Lollipop from Walmart. Oh, the yarns that you're working with? Leeks are too floppy. Perhaps you're right on that one. Yeah, and then we have Rikke that kind of fled Denmark and moved to Sweden. She crossed the bridge. Well, I'm actually not sure. Did you cross the bridge or did you take the ferry? I think the ferry is closer for where you live now, right? But you might have taken the bridge. Takeaway ordered. Tam is now getting ice cream. Oh, you guys, I was really surprised yesterday. So I was being lazy yesterday and I was like, I'm gonna order pizza. But should I just go, like, cause the pizza, we got a new pizza restaurant, just, I can pretty much see it from the balcony, right? So it would take me a jump and a skip and something to go and get it and go home. And I was just really tired. So I just looked at the takeaway, like the, well, I guess, is it, whatever, the app, right? And apparently there was no fee for delivery. I don't know why. Maybe because I was a new customer or something, but there was no fee. And then I had a 10% off. So it was actually cheaper for me to just order it delivered to my door than to go out and get it myself. Like, really cheaper to get it delivered. That just doesn't make sense. But I was like, I'll take it. I'm not going to leave the house unless I have to. Every time anyone mentions ice cream, Tam needs to get one. So what flavor? I went to go and get candy today. I had to. So I got these sour candies. And I got me some chocolate, actually. Because I haven't had candy in a while. So I got those. couldn't resist. I was like, I need some candy. I didn't even have like any candy left from the kids. Jessica's gonna go play in the garden. Are you gonna work on your tan? Enjoy the flowers and touching grass and stuff. That is good. Very good. Cookie dough Ben and Jerry's. So Tam, that says that you need Ben and Jerry's. You need one of these. You know, these are made for like a Ben and Jerry cup, right? So this is, you need something like this to not get cold fingers. You had vanilla ice cream with heat. Is that like a chocolate bar or something? I want to say that that might be the thing. Jessica thinks about yarn. Yeah, there's a yarn, the ice cream yarn. I've seen those. Not here though, but on the interwebs. I've seen other people using the ice cream yarn. Dark chocolate with nuts inside. So I have nuts in one of these. But it's milk chocolate with chunks of hazelnuts. This is the one I've actually opened. So yeah. I already had quite a few. Transplanting tomatoes. Yeah, you go take care of your tomatoes. You let it melt? Oh no. I can't do that. I am not a melty ice cream person. Wet and sloppy. Rum and raisin, is that your preferred flavor profile, TBG? Heat bar is a candy bar known for its crunchy English toffee and smooth milk chocolate coating. Sounds good though. Yeah, you don't have to do no no apologizing for that, Jessica. That was a wide open goal. So it's been around for quite some time. Not everything, Tam. Not everything. A lot of things, but not everything. There is things that should not be wet and sloppy. Soggy bread. No. Nope. I just keep crocheting. No one says anything, but it's all good. We have almost done a whole row with this yellow. I only have this much left, and then we're one row around since we did a color change. Jessica, there's worse people here. Just a question who can behave better today. I think Quano is just biting his tongue. And Tam is trying to be nice. And then there's the people that just secretly have very intrusive thoughts. But they manage to keep it mostly under wraps. Oh, you switched to the other one, Moonrose? From the vertical to the horizontal? Yeah, so I do have both a vertical and a horizontal stream going, both on YouTube. So you can pick and choose if you prefer the vertical or the horizontal view. You've been drinking, so all bets are off. Well, I am not drinking. Well, I am drinking Coca-Cola and water today, but I am behaving however I want anyway. dark chocolate Reese thin candy. Is that what you prefer, Charlotte? Never had that either. Yeah, you go read for kiddo. I'll be here for a while. I should be here when you have done that. Yeah, you're familiar with Tam. Kwano is worse. I think Kwano is the worst of them all, but he's behaving nicely here. Also, Marcus isn't here. Oh, you're going back. Oh, right. Yes, we can. I can give you another update. You finally got the nails on. What paint? What color are we getting? What color is the color of the day, Andy? Salted caramel and honeycomb. Never had that. I did try a new Ben and Jerry's. I don't know if it's new, but it's new to me. With mango and white chocolate pieces. Oh my god, that's my new favorite Ben and Jerry. I do prefer Haagen-Dazs though, but Ben and Jerry, give me more of that mango, whatever it's called, with white chocolate pieces. That, yeah, a very, very nice one. You can be a good boy. Yeah, you can try and behave, Kono. I have definitely seen that you know how to, from time to time, when you want to. But we all know that Marcus brings out the other side of you. I am working with my scrap yarns. So the thing is, I am just working away here on this scrap basket. I have a whole tray here of other colors of yarn. And anyone can at any time just say, cut. And we'll cut one of the colors. You guys get to help me pick what color to cut, to pick a new color. And I'm just crocheting until anyone else says so. Because cut orange and go dark blue. Okay, we're cutting orange. And then we're getting a selection of dark blues out. And you guys get to decide which blue. Dark blue, I cannot speak. That's a blue that is slightly dark, or got dark bits in it. Should I just get all the blues out though, because I don't have that many? So the thing is now that's going to be a bit tricky on the vertical side. I need to make sure that's the same color. I want to say those are the same color too. Okay, so what we have, can we squeeze them together so that we all see them? Yeah, no, that one's not really showing. Okay, let's. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is the color options. And then you guys just pick your favorite in the chat. And, you know, the majority vote picks what color we're going for here. You don't like mango sunflower? It's not Dan, it's an AI. You think Marcus and Quano is secretly in love, the bromance of the century? Maybe. Yeah, you're a good boy and Marcus is the naughty boy influence. I get it. Yep, no, I'm... 2, 2, 5, 4. Okay, so we got 2 votes for number 2. Then 5 and 4 as well. So you do videos in Danish, German, French, and Spanish? That's cool. Well, I'm gonna let everyone get a chance to get their votes in. These are the colors that we're working with. And these are the colors we get to pick from to add with these and continue with. 3 votes for number 2, One vote for number 5, one vote for number 4, and one vote for number 1. It's actually not very weird that we know a lot of languages in Europe. I would assume that Danish, English, and at least French, well, either German, French, or Spanish is probably something learned in school. Because I had Swedish, English, and French when I was in school. So that's, I would assume that it's not that different in Denmark with languages that you have some languages, in school. But there's countries in Europe that have like 3-4 languages just in their own country. I see 4 votes for number 2, so that's what we're going for. Oh, that's a nice combination. Looks good. You guys are good at picking colors. You forgot how to write in Spanish? Yeah, I don't remember much of the school French either. I know, I can apologize for being late because I guess I said it a bit too many times in school, perhaps, possibly. Very useful skills to apologize for being late in a language that I'm probably never going to use. I don't know. I don't see France being on the top of the list of vacation destinations. I probably would like to go there at some point, but there's other places I'd go to first, if that makes sense. You learned English and German in school, and then you took French and Spanish later. So German because you're close to the German border, or did you get to choose that? Because in school we get to pick between, as the third language, we had to pick French, German, Spanish. Everyone knows you're never childish and silly. English and German's German mandatory. It makes sense though, because it's like next door neighbor kind of. So how well is your Swedish skills? Because I have definitely a lot easier of a time to understand Norwegian than Danish. You understand Swedish better than Norwegian? Kind of expected, in a way. We are closer. I have been to Denmark once as a kid. I went to Copenhagen, and I went with my mom and some other family members. I remember we went to I don't know if it was a yarn store. I can't say that it was a yarn store really, but I know my mom was only there for cross-stitch stuff. So I don't know if it was, I don't remember if it was just cross-stitch or if there was more things, but that's the reason we went there is for the cross-stitch stuff. So there was, that's all I remember. I did get my first cross-stitch when we were there. I don't have that one anymore. And I do have another one that I probably should do at some point because my mom has that. It's a table runner. My mom made one for herself, and now I have my own copy. I just have to DIY it. Because that's a Christmas table runner that we've always had on the Christmas table growing up. And Mom was like, you can make it yourself. The one I made is going to be for your brother. Like, okay, thanks, I guess. The yarn doesn't look as dark as you thought it would. Or the blue one. You only learned a language when you dated a girl from that country. Currently, you can speak 34 languages. That sounds like global dating. Oh, you used to work at an airport? That's cool. I can imagine getting a lot of language skills and a lot of practice working out on an airport. Yellow has been a preferred color for you guys in this one. We have a lot of yellow shades. Yellow and orange. I like it. It's always fun to see how these turns out. It's a lot different compared to the other one. I want to say we had a lot of green colors in the last scrap basket. You can't help if you're globally irresistible. Yeah, garn is pretty much the same. Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. I want to say, is it? Yeah, I want to say the Hekle or whatever is same in Norwegian and Danish. Is it spelt the same? I don't know, but Sweden say virka. So we have a different word in Sweden. So it's just a little bit of a different spelling, the Norwegian and the Danish. Jonathan, it's been a while. Crossover Paranormal Society. It's been a long time since I saw that name in my chat. How are you doing today? Are we out doing spooky stuff today? Looking really, really good. Oh, so many thumbs up and so many people, you guys. There's so many people. Both there's, I have both a vertical and horizontal live stream, and there's plenty of people here on both sides. I'm surprised. We usually don't have this many people. I'm happy. I'm surprised though. But there's a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while, and I'm really happy that you wanted to hang out with me today. Oh, back to what I was reminded of earlier, and I totally lost my train of thought because that happened. You guys, I am officially, totally, 100% done at the dentist. There is no more appointments at the dentist. Yay me. So I don't have to. I have. Yeah, all is done. Kids don't understand sleeping long, so you have to go to bed because you're gonna get woken up early. I totally get the feeling. I am. Um, well, there's no kids at my place today. I have kids, but every other Sunday through Friday, I have just me, myself, and I time. So every other Sunday, I hang out with you guys, and then I hang out as much as I can um, during the weeks I don't have the kids. And today is one of those Sundays, which technically I call it my Friday because it's the first day of my weekend, my long weekend with no kids. You speak Elvish? Klingon and Elvish? Oh, you guys, all the languages. I am also very happy, Rike. I am, yep. So we are not getting any more videos of me crocheting at the dentist because it's all done. I did record a few shorts. Why did I not publish them yet? I don't know. They are ready to be published. I'll get them up in the next day or so. Oh yeah, there's a lot of differences in English in different parts of the world. I think most people just like, oh, there's such a difference between the UK and the US American, or English, I should say. But then, you have English in Australia and New Zealand, and that's a bit different too. There's so many places in the world where English is a big language, and they're so different. There's incorrect and correct English. Well, some see it that way. It makes me giggle every time I hear something about Americans not realizing where English comes from. Because there's a lot of videos out there of Americans that just, I don't know what school they went to or what school they didn't go to, because some of the things that has been said by Americans, they do crack me up. Just like, I see cut light blue. We need a new color. What's the new color? Yeah, so like, do you speak English in England? It kinda in the language, English, England. Like, why would they think that another language would be spoken in England with English tourists going to the US and be like, your English is so good. How come? Because other countries also use it. We're going back to orange. We're going back to orange. We have orangey and peachy colors. We actually have 3 orangey colors. 4. Perhaps we need to cut another color if we're going for purple as well. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get your numbers in. No, we didn't just cut orange, did we? Well, we did. Yeah, orange was actually the last one. Okay, no, we're going for purple then. Because that's the one we actually just cut. So we have some purples. No, that's actually two different purples. You are correct on that one. So, okay, we got 4 different purples. I'm gonna squiggle them in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have boxer shorts older than their country? That's a bold statement. Is that Gaelic? TBG? No, I see Klingon in there. I have no idea what that is, but we got 2 votes for number 2. Reminder, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is that Welsh? Yeah, I couldn't even. Yeah, no. Not a chance that I could try. 3 votes for number 2. Oh, and that's the colors that we're working with. So, looks like number 2. And Quano is going to be silly here and add number 5. Well, aren't you being funny? I'm not going to stab myself on the scissor. Why am I holding the scissor? I don't know. I shouldn't be holding the scissor. And how about I get some chocolate? Because I can. It's been so long since I had chocolate. I've been good and trying to stay away. Yeah, we're going for number 2. I actually have a week of not so much to do in front of me since all the dentist appointments are done. But now I have big kid's last day in school on Thursday. And we have a family tradition that I don't know how or when it started, but that's what we did when I was a kid. On the last day of school, there's always like a special day in school with pretty much just singing, saying goodbye to the kids, teachers, just, yeah, some performances and whatnot. But after that is over and school is done, we always go for ice cream. So that's what we're gonna do. We are going for ice cream. Of course I have pink. There's pink on here. Kiddo is sleeping. Yay! So you can relax now and just hang out. What color or colors that I have or that we want to play around with? Because I have plenty of colors. on the tray next to me here. I have pretty much everything in the rainbow, and if I don't have it here, I can always go find it. Even though the tray is a bit messy right now, there are some shades of green, there's some shades of blue, there's yellows and oranges and pinks, purples. Yeah, there's plenty of fun colors over here. And when we get up on the sides later, I don't know if we're gonna get that far today, but then I have like sparkly stuff as well. But that's for later. We're saving the sparkly stuff for special occasion, or you know, when you can see it on the sides, because this is unfortunately not something we're gonna see that often. It's the bottom of a bag or basket, the scrap basket. Cut yellow, add pink. Okay. Let's see what we have in shades of pink. Well, we have a bunch of small shades of pink. I want to say we had a bright pink, but I think I might have stolen the bright pink. So I might have to re-steal it from somewhere. Give me a second and I'll see where I put it. Where did I put the pink? Because I know I have some somewhere. But I have clearly used it for something. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know where I put that one. Oh well, we got these for pink. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get your votes in. Do I know how to invent new patterns for things? Well, I have made a few patterns. I know how to make patterns. I know how to write patterns. It takes a little bit of energy to do it, and also it is a little bit. Sometimes I don't feel like I have enough ideas, because it feels like you need to invent something new when you create a pattern, and I'm not really good at that. Like, I can make my own creations, but it feels like sometimes there's other things that's very similar to it already out there, and then it kind of is like, why should I make a pattern out of this? Because there's already something out there, if that makes sense. We got 1 vote for 1, 2 votes for 2, and 1 vote for number 4. So that's the favorite one so far. I do like pink with these colors though, and that one would look really nice. So I see where you're coming from. Another one for number 2. Three votes for number 2. It feels like that's where we're going. And a 4th vote for number 2. Let's go. Just for me. Just because I said it would look good. Yeah, we haven't had any colors that really blends in this. Because look at it. I'm just going to pull it out. These colors really blend in nicely together. It really looks good. And we haven't really had that much like blending together type of colors. In the center, there's blues and greens that really blended together, but the rest, I feel like there's been some contrasting colors all throughout. The blue ones are like in the center, blue and greens. They work out really good. Maybe a little bit here, but the red is still like there's some contrast with the red and the grays. But now we're getting a good blended, or like they're melting together. Oh yeah, it's very windy. It's really windy. It's been frustrating. They said that we're gonna get warm weather now. We're gonna get closer to, or for the first time over 30. I'm looking forward to that. I want warm weather now. Like, give me warmth. Like, I'm happy if we get over like 25. See, I got cold, but it's also, you know, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. The sun has been gone for hours. It's not windy right now, apparently, but it's been really windy for quite some time. Puppy's dreaming, out running. Thank you, Tam, for helping out on that one. Nightbot can be very handy. You have an idea for a thing? Yeah, okay. If you want to talk about something later, then yeah, just shoot me a message to remind me. Something that doesn't exist. I'm guessing something you think I should crochet, but you don't want to spoil it. Some ideas. No, it doesn't get very hot and humid here. But apparently it's warm in Spain, and the winds are blowing so that the Spanish heat might get to me. Which, yes, please, thank you. It's about the same temperature for Rikke, but it's way more windy. It's been blowing like crazy for a few days. What does Nightbot don't want to do, Tam? Weather for South Pole, and you get Santa Pola. I don't know if Santa Pola and South Pole is the same thing. I don't think so. And Norway turns into Bothell. Kingston in Scotland. Scotland. There's showers in Scotland. It makes sense. I kind of feel though that Nightbot might not be thinking of like Scotland as in the region or however you want to. There might be, you know, a city or something somewhere. Wouldn't surprise me at all if there's so. Well, you got me on Messenger already. You know how to find me. I do have the Instagram, but I don't really check it that often. I do get notifications, but I am really not there at all. You don't see the weather Nightbot blocked you? Really? You can't see it? You didn't block Nightbot though? Because maybe if you did, then you can't see it. But you said something and Nightbot did answer. It's warmer in London. Nightbot is punishing Tam. Bismarck. Where is Bismarck? Like the actual ship? Is that what we're talking about? Does Nightbot know where Bismarck? I guess it's a city somewhere. Have no idea where though. But all I can think about is the ship. And the only reason I know about the ship is because Sabaton sings about the ship. I do like Sabaton. Yeah, it's at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. It's not 17 degrees and very windy though. Very windy. There's one in North Dakota, okay. Bismarck, Illinois. So there's a few different ones even? Bismarck is off the French coast. And Titanic is closer to the US. Where is that, TBD? Quonos? Did you know that the pool on the Titanic is still filled with water? Good one. Oh, so many facts today. Worth noting, she's a blonde. Oh. Oh, we know Tam is smarty pants. Nothing new. Kronos is the Klingon homeworld? And Nightbot knew where that is. Stacy, you here to spam the hearts. Yeah, I was talking about that. I don't know where. earlier that the reaction emojis, which is the hearts and the things down at the corner next to the chat, that the algorithm likes when you click that one. If you don't have anything to say, you can always press that button and make the hearts dance on the screen, which is something that the algorithm loves. Well, the YouTubes and the algorithm. And I like it too because it makes me happy. Maybe I should consider checking how big the other one is. See if we're getting closer to reaching the same size. Perhaps. I want to say this one still has a little bit to go before it's about the even size to the other one. The weather on Mars? And you ended up in France. You're asking for weather on Mars. On the yeah, that's a bit far away, and you ended up in France, which is not so far away. Nightbot can really do some fun tricks here, apparently. Nightbot is savvy. Thank you, Katie. So this is a project that we're working on together. So this is my scrap basket 2.0. This is scrap basket number 2. And this is a project that we're working on together when I hang out with you guys. So I crochet, you guys pick the color. So at any time, anyone, whoever wants to, can say cut. Sometimes someone just says cut and then we decide together what color we're cutting. Or someone just says, cut the purple or something. And then I cut. And then you guys get to pick the new color. I just crochet and you pick the colors. That's how it works. It's a very simple thing. But I am only using my scrap yarn for this. So I have a full tray of scrap yarns to pick from. Weather Nightbot. James cheated. He didn't though. You only said if you get 10 pounds worth of super chats, you would do a live stream. It was not specified that it had to be multiple of 5s or 2s or whatever. You said 10 pounds and that's what you got. And he just did what some of us couldn't, Chop purple and add white. Okay? We're chopping purple, and also I don't know if we have that many options for white, so I don't know if there's much to pick from, but I want to say there's like an off-white and a more white. So yeah, okay, so these are the whites. Are they different? I can't really tell any difference. So I'm just gonna pick one because it's white. Andy's back. So Andy, we were asking what color for your nails, and I don't think you got to answer that. So what color did you pick for your nails? Weather for Guano? Invalid location. You're saying 5 super chats of £2 rather than £10 worth of super chats? Does it matter though? Really? Oh, there's actually a place that's called Hell. You can become a governor of the city of Hell for a day or something. They have a thing. It's a fun thing. I don't remember this all about that. I just know I've seen something about it. Color change, purple, wait, purple, baby blue, dark blue, pink, and glitter. That sounds like a lot of colors, and I will look forward to see that next time you're live. I'm assuming in a few hours. Nightbot doesn't want to go to hell. Is that what you're saying? Or he just doesn't like it there. He's trying to stay awake. Putnam. Putnam Township. That is that was fun to say. Manhattan is hell? Has Nightbot watched Ghostbusters? I don't know, maybe. Hello, Lori. You're surprised to catch me live right now? Well, I am not so surprised because it's Sunday, and before I used to be live every Sunday, and now I'm live on Sundays when I can, which is every other Sunday most of the time. So this is the biggest chance to find me here is every other Sunday. Other than that, I'm very random. But your best bet would be every other Sunday. But I'm happy to see you. What are you doing today? I'm working on the scrap basket, which is a project that I'm crocheting, and you guys pick the color. It is 12:52 a.m. currently. And I want to make this a long one, but I'm getting a phone call at 8 o'clock this morning. So in about 7 hours, I will have a phone call for a phone meeting, and then I have an appointment at 11. So even though I might want to sit here until 8 o'clock in the morning, I probably need to sleep at some point as well. So we shall see about that. Or I'm just going to stay awake. There's a place called Vulcan, and you're disappointed that no one of the residents had pointy ears. Oh. Oh, baby blanket? That's nice. What colors? Weather of the universe. We actually get weather of the universe. I wonder where that's at. You would be disappointed too, Lori, that there's no pointy-eared people living in Vulcan. If you would, well, Vulcan actually has a meaning in Swedish. That is the Swedish word volcano, vulkan, but it's pretty much spelled like that, with a K, not the C though. But that's a Swedish volcano, which, well, we all know I like volcanoes, so kind of fun coincidence, I guess, that you guys are talking about volcanoes without knowing about it. It's same in Danish, so no one lives in Vulcan. Apparently, no one with pointy ears, though. I did mention that we probably should check how big the other one is to compare them, and then I forgot to do it. Weather on Middle Earth, and then you get Hollywood. Middle Earth translates to Hollywood. Nightbot. Oh, there's heavy thunderstorms in David. Okay, let's get the other one. Let's see, can I flip it without everything falling out? Okay, we're making a bigger one. Therefore, I need to start making the sides. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it here. There's no point in waiting for this row or whatever. We're just switching to make back post stitches instead, because well, this bag is bigger than the other one, or basket, so it's all good. Oh, come on now, where did you get stuck? I got stuck on something. Yeah, I also don't dare to ask about cobwebs. You want to unblock Nightbot now? You're hot-blooded. What was the weather in David? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You're humid. But something we have forgot to do, because we are working on the scrap basket, you guys. I I am mostly clouded and very humid. I don't even want to know where is that location. Yeah, but what I wanted to do that we didn't do is, oh wait, I forgot that one. Why did I not have that one turned on? But we're working on the scrap basket, you guys. We have to. See, we had to do that. We had to shake the scrap basket. Then mostly clouded. Did I fart? No, I did not. I could have, but I haven't. And I can't say that I'm in a cloudy mood either. I'm in a good mood. You guys are keeping me in a very good mood today. In what way am I cloudy, TBG? You need another glass of wine. Yeah, I didn't go for pink bubbly today. I was like, yeah, no, I could, but I haven't had Coca-Cola in a while, and I did get that the other day. So I was like, let's just enjoy that today. And I am giggly enough without it. You know, I don't need that to giggle. Oh, you're over there now? Switch back and forth. So since I am working on this edge border thingamabob here to go from the bottom and make it straight, and there's no need to switch the color at the moment. It's just annoying actually to switch the color on this row. So we are not switching until I'm finished with this, unless I run out of yarn, but I don't think I will, even though the pink one is looking well, a little small. So I'm just gonna continue until we're finished with this row, and then we can change color again. Just so you guys know. It will take a little bit. It's definitely a slower row due to the the stitches are slightly annoying, and I'm getting caught on some splitty bits here and there. Weather ice cream, but there's only weather for Cream Ridge. Nails are finished. Yay. I like that. You need to go to bed? Well, it was awesome that you had time to hang out. Yeah, you're gonna get up before I am. But yeah, I have to be up for a phone meeting at 8. Not looking forward to that, like 8 o'clock meeting on a Monday. What did I think about agreeing to that? Toss a few scoops of vanilla in the Mendes soda. What is Mendes soda? I've never heard of that. I don't get mixing ice cream into soda. Can anyone explain to me why that would be a good idea? I have tried it and I definitely, like, I couldn't. I just couldn't. Nightbot didn't want to answer your question. What was your question? Are you saying Nightbot is awesome and therefore doesn't want to answer Quano's questions? Whether for Marcus, and then you get Marcus Hook. Is that a place? Marcus Hook. Never heard about that. I wonder where that's on a. Ice cream and soda is awesome. Yeah, no, that's just destroying the ice cream or the soda. Mixing them together doesn't make sense to me. There, yeah, no, I can't. Oh, this is a row that's going to take forever to do, but it's going to be awesome when it's finished, and then I don't have to do any more increases. It's just going to be smooth sailing after this. Hello, Alima. Welcome in. I am working on a scrap basket. It's going to become a basket, and everyone here is helping out, deciding what to do. What you can't see, however, is the rest of the people being chatty because I have two live streams, one on the horizontal and one vertical. And the horizontal live stream is where people are more chatty, and they're well, everyone gets to say in what colors I should be working with. So I just crochet and everyone decides colors. At the moment though, there's no color changes going to be on this row because this is just well, the row from making the bottom up to the sides now. So it's a little bit of a annoying row with back post stitches. But when that is finished, we will be changing colors again. And that is the chat's decision of what color to cut off out of the 3 colors I'm working with, as well as what the new color should be. So it's like a community project. Everyone gets to help out and pick and choose. And me getting to use my scrap yarns for something fun. We have already done a basket like this, so this is basket number 2. That is what we're doing. Someone saw you when you put the food bin out? The neighbor saw you? You were trying to be sneaky? Doing it at night or something so that people wouldn't see it? What's for dinner, Andy? Andy's gonna be right back and fixing dinner. But what's for dinner? More green chili burritos? Well, you seem to be liking them since you're getting more of them. You think David went out with the with the trash in a dress? That would be fun. Anyone have a half a triangle? What do you mean, Moonrose? David forgot the dress. I hope you were wearing some type of clothing, though. I think that would be bad if you didn't have any. Just stretching a little bit. Wiggly fingers, some drinking. Definitely scare the neighborhood. Sounds like a way to scare them, though. Not sure what sounds most scary. With or without the dress? I don't know. Go find your measuring tape? Yeah, you do that. Okay, so over here is where I started to do the back posts. Almost at the halfway point of this. Yeah, this is a bit more force needed. But that's, I am using tight stitches, and this type of back post stitch is, yeah, it's just a bit trickier. Some force is needed. So my hand definitely will be tired after this. Then again, it's been a while, so I am just enjoying this. But I've said it before, I'm using a really, really small hook just to get it kind of a stiff fabric so it can stand on its own. Welcome back, Sunflower. Love the color blending? Yeah, so do I. And I am working on the row from making the bottom up to the sides. So we're not cutting the yarn until I've finished this row. Do you have wrist support bands? Yes and no. Not anything that will help with this type of motion. Because the actual, the force or where I'm feeling pain is mostly my fingers, to be honest. Because I'm holding it so hard. Back post stitches are kind of a bit more unnecessary in a way, or not unnecessary, unnatural, like how you have to hold the hook. Do I have any silver or gray color? Yeah, with some type of gray, but we're not changing color until this row is done, so. At the moment, this is what we're working with for, I don't know, 2/3 more of the row, unless I get if I run out of yarn, but I don't think I'm gonna run out of yarn. 96 inches long of a shawl. That sounds like I don't know exactly how big that is, but I guess that would be a good size. Or I want to say that the inches are, it doesn't sound like a small thing though. 8 foot. Still doesn't give me much to work with because I work with centimeters and meters. That's what she said. I said a lot of things. There's probably plenty more I could say. I'll take the blame. Perfectly fine. $240, that's big. Are you making it for a giraffe? Is that the circumference? Well, I guess it depends on what we're comparing it to. Parachutes? Hello, Roberto. Andy, do you have a good recipe for that green, what is it, green chili burrito that you like to eat that you could share with me? Because I have never had one. So, since you seem to be liking them a lot, maybe it's worth trying? So, can you send me a recipe later? Perhaps, possibly, thank you. You just heard for a giraffe. Oh, get in there. Thank you very much. Some of these stitches. You didn't like that the city name you put in didn't wasn't the one Nightbot was giving you? And of course, we're adding my hair to this basket. Did you guys have that on your bingo card today? Me mentioning my hair being crocheted into my project. It would be awesome to have a bingo card of things that may or may not happen on my stream. What you like? What do you think would be good things to put on a bingo card that could be fun? Me saying that I'm crocheting hair into my things is one thing, yes. Like, are we getting, you know, something be mentioned? The pickle, the ducks, volcanoes. Volcanoes need to be added on a bingo card. I don't think there's anything that I do that much to make it into like a drinking game. Because I know that there's some people that really has a thing that, you know, like they say something very often, and whenever they say it, you know, you take a sip. I don't think I have a thing like that, but you may see that differently. Do I have a thing that is like a very me thing? I don't know. I don't see it from your perspective, so there might be something that I just am not aware of, because I don't know. Self awareness or something? I'm just being silly, but I kind of like the thought of having a bingo game. Just because I want to know what you guys think. What would be a good thing to put on a bingo card? What do I do or don't do that amuses you? Winning number should help. What type of winning number? A random story time, I guess, could be a thing that sometimes I just get a story out there, right? Talk about something that happened when I was younger or something else. So I guess that could be a thing. Story time. Very random most of the time. But not every stream has a story time, though. Like werewolves. Andy, we're not going down that road again. No, not that type of stories. Mostly it's stories about stuff that, you know, happened in my life or stuff like that. But no, nothing. Nope. Don't ask Dan for a story. He's good at telling stories. He has a very vivid imagination. I can imagine his stories being very unexpected. Hello, Jason. I am working on a scrap basket. And my scrap basket is something that everyone gets to be a part of. At the moment, though, I'm working on a row that is not something that you guys really gets to help out on. I'm working to make this basket become more of a baskety shape and no longer just be in the bottom that we've been working on. So now I'm making the start of the sides. But as soon as I'm finished with that, we're back to you guys picks the color and I crochet, which is the whole point of this. Me using up my scrap yarn and you help me design it pretty much. So I have to go this side up and then we can start changing colors again. How are you doing today? You just woke up from a nap? Was it a good one? I hope so. Relaxing is always good, so. Nothing to complain about. Napping and resting. Relaxing. And nice food in a while? Or so I've been told. Yeah, well rested before a work week is preferred. I'm happy that these colors that I'm working with now is nice and fun. Because this is starting to become very boring. It's just this row. It's going to be better as soon as we're done. With all these back post stitches in a very tight tension and yeah. It will be better soon. Naps are good, but not if you're driving. Yeah, now that's a combination I definitely agree to not being a good one. We might run out of white before we're at the end. If that happens, I will need a new color. Well, I will need a new color when we run out of white either way. So, what will be the next color after white? Don't nap and drive. Nope. And always wear a seatbelt. Please and thank you. You think you're making a shawl blanket? If anyone wants to correct me, I'm okay with it. Sounds good though. Maroon? I don't have a maroon. Oh, I guess that's the closest thing to maroon I have. And that's only one color. Is that what we're getting? Okay. I guess maybe, possibly. That's perfect. Okay, that's what we're going for. I actually think, thinking of it, that that is the actual leftovers little. Isn't this the color I use for Angry Mike's kilt? I think that's the color. So yeah, if it looks weird here compared to on the kilt, it's because my lighting. And Tam knows exactly what I'm talking about because Angry Mike's kilt is, well, the kilt I made for his microphone. Because his microphone is angry and has a kilt. Yeah, the light. I want to say it's the same yarn. The dust on Angry Mike, you mean? Your microphone's getting dusty. Oh, everything's dusty? Well, that can happen if you don't clean. But I'm also guessing there's a lot of dust from sanding your models and stuff. Not really helping, you know? I have a lot of fibers in here, so I know exactly. Fiber dust. My computer's not happy with me because all the fibers. Oh, the airbrushing is causing dust? Well, I guess it's particles, but I don't know why I didn't think that airbrush would cause dust because it's wet. But then again, it dries, so I don't know. Just not my first guess. The 3D printing though, is that causing a lot of dust? I'm thinking like there's probably some dust from if you sand a little bit where would you call it scaffolding? Get out of there. Stupid. Stuck. vaporized paint particles. Printing doesn't cause much dust at all, if any. Does that depend on what type of printing you're doing though? Because I know you're doing, you talk about resin and not the filaments. Is that what it's called? We actually might get all the way around before the white is out. We are yarn chickening here. Not that it really makes a difference. But if we're looking at the working the whole row without coloring a color change, because it's so much easier to do it when I'm not doing these back post stitches. Barely get any print lines with resin. That's good though. You don't know about the filament printing, you've never done it. Not impressed with the result you've seen. Well, yeah, I totally get that look is not for everyone. Are you printing anything right now, Tam? Andy, are you printing anything? Oh, finally! Just a few more stitches and then we're done. But I'm gonna just use the white up until it's out, and then switching to the other color. Slightly painful. Not too bad. So why did you change it? If eBay, did they try to like make you change it or something? I have no idea how that works since I'm not using eBay, but if you changed it to an actual shop, like what was it in before that? I'm all good, David, but thank you. So you're working on something 3D printed as well? Didn't know you did 3D printing, Quano. If you have a shop, you only pay okay, so there's... But that's weird though. Why would... Well, I guess they make more if they get percentages, so maybe that's why they... Weird though. Oh, now finally just regular single crochets and no more back stitch or back post stitches. So much better. See, so much smoother, so much faster. You have 3 printers? I had no idea. I learn something new about people every day. And another one of my hairs. And I think we're almost out of the white. Yeah. Just a few more stitches. You have 3 printers as well? What's up with you guys? Why do you need so many? Well, I guess if you print a lot, then you need a lot, but it's like, why? I thought one was enough. Like, I get it with Tam that selling stuff to be able to keep up with the orders and whatnot, but just as a hobby, like, I guess, how many crochet hooks do I have? I guess if it's by comparison, maybe 3D 3D printers isn't that weird. Yeah, that seems to be a common thing with you guys. You all have 3. Is it lucky number 3? You had 4 but didn't have enough room. Okay, I am also now calling the pink one not cuttable. It's not enough left on that one. So we're gonna use the pink until it runs out. And after that I will need a new color. Because it's just not a lot left on that one. Green. Okay, so let's get the greens out. Whatever I have in green. I have a minty green. I want to say that's the green selection for today. We have 5 different shades of green. Do we see them all here? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the colors that the green will be accompanying is this these 2. One vote for number 4 and one vote for number 1. You gets to pick. The next color added will be green. What green will we have? One, two, three, four, 5. We have now 1 vote for 4, 2 votes for 1, 1 vote for 2. And nice to see that you're still hanging out here, Tracy. Have you been cozy in the scrap basket? And Quano is being funny and adding number 6, which doesn't exist. You silly, silly, silly. So number 2 has the most votes, and right now you are crocheting. That's nice. A stitch or 2 more and then I need to pick a green. So it looks like number 1 has 2 votes. The other ones have 1 vote each. So is it gonna be number 1 or anyone else has a vote? These are the colors and we need another color. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You pick the next color. All I need is a number. But we have 1 vote for number 4, 2 votes for number 1, and 1 vote for number 2. And I'm gonna eat a candy and stretch my fingers. If I can get the candy out of the bag. 5.2. That's actually that's a beer in Sweden. Very popular one. And we have 1 vote for number 5. Yeah, that beer is called 5.2 because it's 5.2%, is it? Yeah. It's a popular one. Okay. We're going for 1. 1 got 2 votes. Nice combination of colors. Loopy lager? What do you mean by that? Not sure I know what that means. Okay, you have fun, Lori. I just got snagged on something here. It's a beer, yes. You're trying to get us drunk. Don't tell Marcus. He'll get jealous and think. No, 5.2 is a beer. It's actually just called 5.2. It is 5.2%. Kwano, did you like Godzilla? I think you were here to see Godzilla. I know that there's a bunch of people that didn't see Godzilla. But this is what Godzilla looks like. Well, without face, because we're not doing face reveal. He's big. He is big. A big monster. You're going to bed? Good night, Tam. Sweet dreams. We got big Godzilla. Yeah, you sneak away, Moonrose. Nice to see you. Thanks for hanging out. I am really happy that I'm almost finished with this monstrosity. And why I'm asking Quano what you thought of him, if you saw him, is because he's moving to Marcus. Another one of my makes that ends up at Marcus's. Is it number 5, I want to say? Gimp mask. Mistress of Titans. Funny. Well, I haven't been working on Godzilla on streams. Godzilla has been kind of a secret make. Not a secret. It's not been a secret, but it's just so much counting and reading pattern. It's just not been very stream friendly to work on it. So I haven't been working on it. I've talked about it, and I've from time to time showed it, just, you know, a leg here, arm there, as an update. But not much, really. Mostly talked about it. More before than now. Yeah, you go play games, Moonrose. That sounds fun. I think we've done quite some good progress on this one today, so I am really happy that we ended up making Scrap Basket today. You sneaky, Moonrose. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, I should probably put this down just because we've been working on this for quite some time and I'm gonna feel this in my arm tomorrow. Or probably more in my hand, but it's so much fun though. And since I have missed it, it's kind of nice to be back at it. Have I seen the movie Godzilla 0? No, I have not seen any of the Godzilla movies. I just had the pattern to look at, as well as just Google image search a little bit for Godzilla, just to, you know, check for colors and whatnot. But I have not even seen the movies. Well, I think that is good enough for now. And just squiggle in a stitch marker. I don't even know how much we've done. I want to say that we added the purple. And that's the hair of mine. We were probably somewhere down here. So we did quite a few rows. Also, it's big, so every row takes some time. But now we have all of these like pinkish purpley colors. So we're kind of moving away a little bit from the oranges and yellows for a bit, because I know it's gonna come back at some point or another. Like the other basket was a lot of greens. Now we have a lot of yellows and oranges. But that's not gonna be forever. Let's get that back up on the tray. And all the fancy sparkly glittery yarns that we can now start to use. All the fancy yarns will be up for grabs since we're now on the sides where we can see it. Okay. How much I would love to hang out more, to be honest, but I know that I have early phone meeting tomorrow, so I probably should get to bed. That is really, really boring, but I should. Which, yeah, if I go to bed now, which I know I'm not going to be able to, but I'm probably going to be up for another hour or so. And then I need to get up in time. Yeah, no, if I'm lucky, I'm probably going to get 5 hours of sleep. Andy, how long until you pop in? Because I'm guessing it's like another 2 hours or so before you're going to be streaming. So people can always go and check you out in a bit. But it's too early for you now, I'm guessing. I don't think you ever go live this early. Or do you? I don't know. About an hour. Okay. So another hour, and then you can go and hang out at Crafty Witches. What are you going to work on today? I'm curious. And I am curious about other things. Let's do something that I normally forget, because I am terrible. But you've been around and subbed to everyone? Well, that is really, really, really nice of you, David. I'm just gonna do a little check. More stabbers. Oh, nice. how about just looking what's going on in the YouTubes? Where can you go and hang out? You can go and hang out at Michi's or Passionate Kelsey. There's a bunch of people hanging out in Michelle. Yeah, there's probably something to go and hang out and have some fun. I hope you guys can figure something fun out, but yeah, there's something going on out there. For now, I'm just gonna be. Yeah, Lori's on now. I couldn't find her. Maybe I just need to double check the YouTubes, but I'll do that later. So, I love you all. Good night. Sweet dreams. Take care, and I hope to see you guys here soon again because it's awesome. It's always awesome to hang out with you guys. It's my week without kids, so I should have time to hang out. And on Tuesday, you can find me and Andy over at Katie's Greenland Quilter. Yeah, we're gonna be on panel. So yeah, not that I forgot about it. I just haven't mentioned it today. Katie was here earlier. We didn't talk about it, but that's gonna happen. So that's gonna be fun. So there's at least one place that you can find me this week. Over there. I'm probably, yeah, I need to put that on the community tab, or find if she posted one that we could just share. Yeah, need to remember to do that so that you guys can find us, in case you haven't. But for now, have a great day, rest of the night, whatever, and take care. Love y'all.